Championship leaders QPR and Millwall. QPR had the better of the first half and went close to opening the scoring, but Jamie Mackey's effort was saved by David Ford. Ford was also busy in the second half. This time Adel Taarabt was denied by the Millwall keeper. But the away side nearly snatched the win. Tony Craig set up Steve Morison, but Paddy Kenny kept it out, and 0-0 the final score.
Second place Cardiff were also held to a goalless draw by Crystal Palace. Chris Burke had Cardiff's best chance, but his shot was saved by Julian Speroni. And Palace came close just after half-time. Nathaniel Klein's shot kept out by Tom Heaton.
Norwich up to third after beating Leicester 4-3, but they went behind in the second minute. Martin Waghorn the scorer thanks to a mistake from John Ruddy. Norwich equalised in the 31st minute. Andrew Crofts with the goal. In the second half, Norwich were awarded a penalty for this handball by Michael Morrison. Wes Hoolahan scored it 2-1 to Norwich. And it was soon 3-1. Adam Drury with his first goal in over 5 years. Leicester pulled one back in the 65th minute through substitute Matty Fryer. But stand by for the goal of the game. It was scored by Hoolahan, his second of the night, making it 4-2 to Norwich in the 74th minute. Bottom of the table, Leicester then made it 4-3 with 12 minutes to go. Fryatt with his second of the game. The striker was then given a red card following this clash with Leon Barnett in the goalmouth. So that's where Leicester's fight back ended, and it finished 4-3 to Norwich.
Swansea were 3-2 winners at Watford. Scott Sinclair put the away side ahead in the 11th minutes. Swansea scored a cracking second goal. Stephen Dobbie with a nice turn and shot after half an hour. It was 3-0 in the 69th minute. West Ham loanee Frank Newell with the goal. Watford pulled one back 14 minutes from time. Troy Deeney making it 3-1. And with 5 minutes to go, Martin Taylor's header made it 3-2. Swansea held on from there for the win.
Brian Moore celebrated his 700th league game as manager with a 4-0 win over Hull. Chris Singlimo put Burnley ahead in the 14th minute. 10 minutes later, midfielder Chris Eagles added a second. 5 minutes into the second, Burnley were awarded a penalty when Daniel Ayala handled in the area. Eagles stepped up and made it 3-0. And Burnley added a fourth 3 minutes later. Williamo with his second of the night and 7th of the season.
Reading beat Ipswich 1-0 at the Vesky Stadium. The away side had an early chance, but Jason Scotland put that shot wide. Roy Keane's team only arrived at the stadium 30 minutes before kick-off. They were held up in traffic. Ipswich were down to 10 men early in the second half. Luke Hyam given a second yellow card for kicking the ball away. Feisty match. Reading's advantage lasted only 7 minutes. Captain Matt Mills also sent off after picking up his second yellow card. But the home side went on to earn a late win. Simon Church scoring 2 minutes from time.
Middlesbrough lost 3-1 at Derby. Chris Boyd put Gordon Strachan's side ahead in the 20th minute. Derby were then awarded a penalty when Julio Arca's back pass was intercepted by Chef Kikuchi. He was brought down by Jason Steele. Chris Commons took the penalty, but his shot was saved by Steele. equalised in first half stoppage time. Sean Barker with the header. And how about this for a goal? Commons making up for his penalty miss. That made it 2-1 in the 51st minutes.
Super Chris Commons.
But Commons wasn't finished there. He went on to score another to seal a 3-1 win for Derby. Borough still without an away victory this season.
Portsmouth beat Bristol City 3-1. John Utaka scored in their first in the 51st minute. Firing past forward Pompey keeper David James. But that lead only lasted 2 minutes. John Stead with Bristol City's equaliser. The home side were back in front 5 minutes later. Captain Aaron McKemna with his first goal for the club. And Canu set up Hayden Mullins to make it 3-1 in stoppage time. That's now 9 goals in 2 games for Portsmouth.
Finished 1-1 between Nottingham Forest and Sheffield United. Richard Creswell put United ahead in the 6th minute. And how about this? Paul McKenna scored Forest's equaliser in the 69th minute, but with a little help from keeper Steve Simmons.
Shit keeping. Forest wank.
Marlon King made his first start in Coventry's 2-1 win against Doncaster at the Ricoh Arena. Alan Gunnarsson put the home side ahead in the 2nd minute. John Oster set up Billy Sharp for Doncaster's equaliser 2 minutes before half-time. But Coventry won the match 4 minutes from time. Gunnarsson crossing for Gary McSheffrey to head the winner.
Well, Barnsley had goalkeeper Luke Steele to thank after drawing 0-0 at Scunthorpe. Steele made several key saves, including this one from Jonathan Forte. So QPR dropped points for just the 2nd time this season, but Cardiff also drew 0-0, so the gap stays at 6 points. Norwich's 4-3 win over Leicester lifts them to 3rd. Watford's defeat means they're joined by 4 other teams on 15 points. In the bottom half, Preston's sensational win at Leeds lifts them out of the relegation zone, and Leicester remain bottom.
We're back live to Celtic.